Okay. I'm out here from my parents' place right now. I just got through talking to my parents about this case. This is Briarwick Drive. I saw a van right here, right next to this manhole cover on this side of the street. Not that easy to see the house from this, it's kind of like they were right in the perfect spot to spy on the house without being seen. It's just kind of weird that they stopped right at this point and that somebody was in the van and they just took off, as you saw in the previous video. Alright? But here's the perspective that they had. Alright? Right behind this bush. They could have been looking right at the middle of the front door, but from my perspective behind this bush, I just came down the driveway just now, and I noticed the van. It was a white van. It had some lettering on the back window. And it kind of looked like a dark tinted window, by the way. I couldn't tell. There's no way I could identify the driver, of course. But when I start coming down here, the driveway here, till about maybe, I don't know exactly, but by the time I come out the front door, I just came out the front door, and I'm looking over here, just, coming down the sidewalk here, and I see the van right over there, see? And I come down the sidewalk, and I notice that there's a van kind of sitting behind this hill, in that bush there, see? Right there. It's kind of like the perfect spot to be sitting in order to be spying on the house here. And I just came out the door, and they took off exactly then. That's just too weird. Why would they be sitting right there? Cars go up and down the street all the time. Why would they be sitting right there in the perfect spot to be spying on this house? I don't get it, unless they're spies. They were sitting next to this manhole cover here, right in this area here, right about right here. Why would they stop about right here? That's like the only position. They could have stopped up here. They could have stopped up here. They could have stopped from here, and from here, and from here. They could have stopped way down there. Why did they have their engine running and ready to take off? Too. Why did they stop here with their engine running? That's just too weird. I think we're being spied on. Anyway, that's my case. Yeah. They must know that I got a camera, so I guess I got to be ready to use it at any time. So I guess I want a one-touch recording thing. Anyway, that's it. Bye.